Ramon Balderas Flores' mother is the main inspiration in his life, and she kept him on track and inspired him to follow his dream of playing soccer. His stepfather has been a positive male role model when he needed it most. He refers to him as his father. Ramon's love and dedication to his family is something that he holds very close to his heart.
So when I was little, I used to play a lot of soccer.
Ramón en el fútbol me imagino que es su vida, porque todo el tiempo fútbol, desde que él tenía 3 años.
In my life, I feel like some problems, I can't just figure them out by myself. Sometimes you need different other perspectives or different types of views to view certain things a different way. And that to me is just something that I love about soccer. You're able to run, you're able to have the touch on the ball, and you can switch a game and you can go from losing a game a whole half, and then the next half you come back and you can turn the game around. My dream was to be a professional soccer, to wake up and go practice, to wake up and go play, to wake up and be with a team. And you know, that's always just been my dream.
The player that thinks this is my last chance or thinks this is my only chance, that player fights harder. That player doesn't quit. That player doesn't look for shortcuts. That player is a warrior. That's the player that we want in our locker room.
None of these players are on the radar of pro soccer.
Yeah! Let's go, baby!
For many, it's their last chance to reach their dream. For some, it's their only chance.
That is embarrassing. Give it a try.
Parte de esto, mi esposo estaba trabajando y quería cargar una escalera. La cargó él solo, no sé de cuántos pies, pero está súper grande. La cargó y se golpeó en esta parte.
And I remember looking at his eyes and I thought he was playing around. I remember just looking at him and I was like, how can you not, you know? And he's like, I just can't get up. I can't get up. I need help. I need to go to the hospital. I need help. I can't move.
Me dice, algo pasa, agárrame. Pero cuando yo lo agarro, sus ojos estaban así. Entonces lo trato de agarrar y lo acuesto en la cama. Y le grito, Ramón, tu papá, Ramón. Porque mi esposo siempre ha dicho, yo no soy su papá de sangre, pero yo lo he criado y es mi hijo.
When everything happened, I remember I sat in my room and I felt like I had to make a decision. I remember seeing my mom struggle because my mom didn't have enough to pay the bills. My mom didn't have enough to, you know, sometimes give us food because now she was kind of splitting a little bit of time with us and also being at the hospital now. At that age, I remember saying to myself, I have to man up. I have to man up, I have to help out, and I know that if my stepfather, my father, would be in the same situation, I know he'd do the same. I know he'd do the same of wanting to step up for his mom. I know he'd do the same to wanting to be the bigger man and say, hey, I might not be able to pay the bills, but I can help you take care of the kids. Might not be able to, you know, provide, you know, money for food, but, you know, I'll at least watch my kids or you know, help out in anything I can. Go out and stand on the bus stop if I have to go see my siblings come out the bus, or any little thing that would kind of make my mom's life a little bit easier. At that time, I dropped out to help my family. It was either focus on school or kind of help my mom out. And like I said, right there, I kind of had to let my dream go.
Pues fue difícil, pero mi esposo otra vez quedó como en coma. Acabábamos de comprar la casa. Acabamos de comprar una camioneta, entonces eran muchos gastos y yo tenía que cuidar a mis hijos, tenía que trabajar, tenía que cuidar a mi esposo porque mi esposo estuvo en el hospital. Entonces tenía que ir con mi esposo, venir a la casa, les preparaba yo la comida, le decía, Ramón, te encargo a tus hermanos, me los pones en el bus, cuando lleguen ya está la comida, me voy a trabajar. Sí.
My family to me is very important because I know a lot of people had it probably worse. But first and foremost, the love for my mother is there. My mother for me is everything because I unfortunately didn't have my father in my life. And I'm not gonna lie, when you're little and you see a lot of kids with their parents and you see the father, a lot of things hurt when you're little. And I feel like that's the moment when it mostly hurts, is when you're little and you feel those things, those hits where you see everybody else. And I remember seeing like other people with their fathers, and those are certain things that just like, you know, hit in the moment. And I remember asking myself those questions, why? Like, you know, why do I have to go through this, you know? And as much as I cried to my mom and asked her for questions, you know, I remember her trying to explain that some adults just don't understand each other. Whoever is there to raise you up, I feel like that's your father. You gotta earn that title, because it's like this opportunity right now can go different ways, right? I can go pro, right? That's when my father would want to say, oh yeah, that's my son. And like I said, at that moment, you don't feel the same, because it's like, I worked for it. I worked hard for it. I was the one waking up. I was the one pushing myself. I don't remember my father calling me and letting me know, hey, did you train yet? Are you ready? Hey, you know what I mean? So I feel like most people want you when you have that success. But to me, like I said, he's my father. I respect him, and he might be on his side or whatever. But like I said, to me, my family is first.
Ramón es una de las personas que no es porque sea mi hijo, pero él es muy noble. Es una persona que siempre que me ve, mamá, ¿estás bien? Sí, hijo. Mamá, ¿necesitas algo? No, hijo. O me dice, mamá, te invito a desayunar, vamos. Ok, vamos. Mamá, mañana es sábado, ¿podemos ir a desayunar con mis hermanos y mi papá? Se los lleva a las películas, se los lleva a jugar fútbol. Donde quiera trae a sus hermanos. Él me ayuda mucho con mis hijos. Un día venía yo manejando y escucho la estación de radio que dicen que si tú conocías a una persona que jugara fútbol o querías sorprender a esa persona, tú podías anotarlo, porque iba a ser unas pruebas para Indy 11. Y yo dije, eso es para mi hijo.
And I remember telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm not going. No, but why? You need to go. You want to play. This is your dream. You got to chase it. Like.
Y todo el tiempo, cuando yo siempre le decía, tú tienes que ser un niño bueno. Si tu sueño es ser futbolista, échale ganas. Tú vas para grande. Y él me decía, pero mamá, es que yo siento que es difícil. Hay veces que no puedo. Tú puedes. Y empezó a trabajar también y fútbol. Entonces, para mí, estoy orgullosa de mi hijo.
I feel like the Indy 11 Undrafted program helped me realize that it doesn't matter kind of what your past is, it matters what's going on now. So whatever you got to do to get to where you want to get, you got to do it now. And this opportunity I know a lot of players are looking for this opportunity, and I know a lot of kids want to be in the opportunity that I am right now. So just this, to me, is already an achievement. It's already a goal. It's already something that I'm proud of.
A eso de Indy 11 a él le ha gustado mucho, le ha puesto mucho empeño y cuando empezaron a hacer las pruebas, yo todo el tiempo estaba ahí, estaba embarazada y todo el tiempo ahí, y yo, échale ganas, y metía gol, y es mi hijo, y todo el tiempo, o sea, eso a él le gusta y a él le ha ayudado mucho también, y él está ilusionado con Indy 11, entonces, pues yo lo tengo que apoyar porque es mi hijo.
Just because there's contact doesn't mean it's a foul. Just because it's a foul doesn't mean it's a yellow card or a red card. Just play. Just because you fell down in the box doesn't make it a penalty. If you think the head of Indy 11 is going to give you some instruction and you don't follow it, that's the last time you're going to get instruction.
We're taking a trip to Chicagoland, where 4 undrafted athletes have played together at Aurora University in Illinois. Aurora's coach, Ryan Lakin, has a gift of discovering and developing talented players.
Great job out there. Great job. Great job, Raul. Much better. Much better. Enrique's really stepped into a role where he's accepted being the guy that people are going to rely on.
Watching him grow has been awesome. I mean, he's almost like a brother to me. You know, he had a little bit of a slow start here at Aurora in his first 2 years, but I mean, it was only a matter of time before he really found his confidence.
Enrique is that player you love to have because at any given time he can take over a game. He's so explosive. He's quick as lightning. I don't think I've seen feet as fast as his. His left foot's magic. When he gets a hold of a ball, I mean, it's screeching to the back of the net. He's quality.
In my early life, I used to live in an apartment in Woodridge. It was just me, my brother, my mom, and my grandma. We used to go out and play soccer with each other in like the backyard, and I got encouraged by my cousin he invited me to go play with his club team, and that's how I got rolling in soccer. I'm studying sports management, and I want to get into a company that helps with like sports. I try not to take anything for granted, and anything that's put in front of me, and if it's an obstacle or anything, I'm gonna get through it. My grandma passed away when I was 20. It was hard at that time, but with something like that, I cherish, and I always play like my games for her. I always pray before my games. She would always come support me in my games whenever she could, and she was just special to me, and not having her here is like, really tough.
Sal's the assistant coach for Aurora University right now. It's one of those really special things when you graduate from a program and you've shown leadership and you've shown a high-level soccer brain, and the coach asks you to come back. That is a tremendous compliment.
Playing with Sal was probably the best point of my career because like he's like a brother to me, and we have that chemistry that not a lot of players have between people, and it's different to see him as a coach than a player. We're always playing around with each other. We're like brothers, basically, so it's kind of like he's my second brother, so it's like we have that vibe that like not a lot of friendships have. On the field, his like left foot is amazing. Can't use his right, but his left is phenomenal.
You know, now being a coach, it's like I miss, you know, that connection that we had as players, but I mean, I want to help him out, and that's what I'm able to do now. I'm able to see stuff on the field, and you know, if it can help him out, I want to help him out, and I usually tell him what I'm seeing, and yeah, that's kind of the connection that we have now.
But with Sal's personality and Sal's ability to, I mean, his smile, you know, makes everyone laugh. I mean, he just lights it up, and that personality attracts other players. Recruits that we talk to are excited about hearing what Sal's opinion is.
I've really enjoyed coaching, and it's something that I'm starting to give a lot of thought to, like possibly being a high school coach in the future and kind of mentoring the youth. During my freshman year, the first probably like half of the season, I didn't play at all, didn't get any minutes. You know, I kind of was fine with that. I knew my role, and you know, I kind of cared about the team, so I kind of just went along with it because that's, you know, it's the coach's program and I respect his decisions. But it was probably halfway through the season, he put me into one game, and I kind of played really well that game and changed the game. And after that, I started playing at least half of every game. So I was just patient for my chance, and once I got it, I took advantage of it. I played midfield and I played well. I got all conference 2 years as a center mid. I feel like I get up and down the field well, I attack well, I defend well, and I got a good mix of everything. So yeah, kind of playing in the 11, playing left back, it's kind of my favorite position to play. There's a double major in marketing and business administration, and now I'm doing my master's, and I'm doing that in business administration. I come from a family of 6. I'd say we're a pretty tight-knit group. I mean, especially me and my brother. I mean, he's my brother, but I mean, I'd like to say he's my best friend. I mean, when we were little, we used to butt heads a lot. I mean, we would fight all the time. And there was just like this transition. I don't know if it was just age or what, but we just started growing really close. I was having a pretty good start to my senior year, 6 assists in 4 games. I mean, I was probably the most confident I had ever been as a player. And my brother, when we went up to Wisconsin to play him, slide tackled me with both feet studs up, and yeah, messed my ankle up. And it was probably the worst pain I've ever felt. and I could only stay mad at him for like 2 days.
Sal is passionate, Sal is committed, Sal is hardworking, he's conscientious, Sal has integrity. Sal is one of the players that you build a program around.
Sal's a great fit for Undrafted on a variety of reasons. As far as how far he goes in this program, I think he's one of those guys that can make it. When you take a look at the Indy 11 locker room, it is a close bunch of committed, humble guys. Sal fits that.
We went to the NCAA tournament for the first time in Aurora's in the past 16 years. Before I had gotten there, Aurora hadn't won a NAC conference title, and in my 5 years there, we won 2 of them, and we won the first ever conference championship in program history. So, I mean, we started getting a lot of attention, and a lot of really high nationally ranked programs. We played against them, and we put up a good fight, and each one, the coaches had really good things to say about our program. So, when as a player, you're kind of just focused on you and your performances. As a coach, you're kind of now encompassing the entire team. I gotta, take into consideration not just myself. You're taking into consideration a group of 38 guys that are constantly competing every single day for a spot.
Coach Lakin is amazing. Like his aspects or his point of views on like teams of how they play and how we should switch to like what they're doing and to counter them.
He used to be an assistant coach in our league with Pittsburgh, so he understands the level that we're looking for. And then having spent his coaching career at the Division III level, he certainly understands that he's had guys that have come through his program that are pro caliber, but they have no opportunity.
As we're dribbling up into your space, you either circle back in or make a diagonal out to make the decision, make the back line make a decision. If you simply stand, then all you're doing is letting one guy defend 2. He defends you as a passer because you're not dangerous, and he defends the guy dribbling at him, right? So you got to make the guy, if you come around cross and he doesn't go with you.
I'm learning from Coach Lakin, who is a great mentor, someone that every day I feel like I'm learning something new about whether it's coaching or just like even as a player, I'm still learning from him.
We came out focused and energetic. So whether you are on that side or this side, doesn't matter. You have to come out and focus because that's what's going to be noticed. Again, everyone buzzed today. Everyone buzzed today. It wasn't 1 or 2, and that's because you all committed to each other, you trust each other, and you worked for each other. That type of mentality is going to take you further than the individual, can I show my best ability? Division III players, nowadays, they're almost as good as Division I's. They're choosing a smaller school. They're choosing to play in a small environment. The opportunities that Indy 11's Undrafted has afforded these 4 guys who never would have been seen otherwise because we're coming out of a small conference.
Undrafted was probably the best choice I ever did. I've never been out of state before like that, so like being in a different state and being around different players, how they play, is probably what pushed me to the edge. And I want to test my ability, see if I can get to the next level. The facilities that were there at Undrafted, the people there, people around us, just it was amazing.
Part of the advantage of Undrafted is the fact that you get 10 opportunities to make your mark. The ones that got under my skin were the ones that were expecting, hey, I should be a pro. I don't think so, because you haven't put the time in. And it's not just when coach is watching, it's not just when the cameras are rolling, it's when no one's watching. It's when you're out there and it's hot or it's cold or it's raining or it's not ideal conditions, and that's where pros are made.
I can't yet grasp what playing for Indy 11 would be like. It's a life that's so unknown to me. I mean, yeah, we get to see the pros and what they are on social media and everything, but I mean, it's so unknown to me.
The first thing I say if one of my guys gets a contract is, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Because it's only going to get harder.
I'd be happy for anybody that makes it. Yeah, I want to make it, and like I want to do great things, but like if one of my teammates or someone else has that opportunity, I'd say take it and don't look back on it, because then when you're older and you had this opportunity, you're gonna think, oh, I should have took it.
And a lot of those guys think that it's, hey, I get to go play FIFA all the time, make millions of dollars, and go kick around and play a little footy. And that's not at all what the pro environment is, or should it be.
Coming up on Undrafted.
I know it's not an actual game. I know it's a tryout, but we're trying to make a team right here. We shut off for 5-6 goals. That is embarrassing, guys. It's one pass that they get, and then we just let them go behind us, and then that's it. It's a goal. Yeah. That is unacceptable at this level, guys. It's not even like we didn't understand our positions. It's we didn't do the work for 17 minutes. We let 5 goals in 3 minutes? Are we serious?
You guys, they pinned you in a side, and you kept it in that same side. You didn't exploit the spaces. That group right now is feeling very collective, very much together, and that's where you guys are feeling fragmented. I saw it as guys were arguing about this, that, and the other thing right from the get-go, and it's got to be, if a guy says his piece, he says his piece, move on. Don't take it personally.
All right. Somebody film this!
Happy birthday to Haley. Happy birthday to you. All right, Navy, let's go. 1, 2, 3, Navy.
Yeah. Man, that was the coolest. I've never been serenaded like that before. That's fantastic. All right, well, I lost my train of thought after that.